And today I have an intriguing location here in Connemara that I'd just like to share with you before the upcoming train journey. Said I'd share it on the channel, and we'll have the train journey at the weekend. Now this site includes a pathway which illustrates St. Patrick as a shepherd. Known as St. Patrick's bed. He might have had an old pint of Guinness here before he went to Croagh Patrick and Mayo. But anyway, the statue is located close to a chapel named Killeen Padraig. And Padraig is Patrick in Irish. And along with a mass altar up here, there's a sacred well, a rock referred to, as I said, St. Patrick's bed, and the stations off the cross that are dispersed throughout the rocky and boggy area. Now this location is an ancient Irish pilgrim site, which is believed that St. Patrick rested on his journey to the mountain in Mayo, now known as Croagh Patrick, Ireland. So as you can see, the beautiful scenery. So follow me up, and we're going to just show you this. So if you're ever here in Galway, a good place to visit, a good little gem. As I said, I'll display some hidden gems on the channel, and here's one before a train journey from Waterford to Cork coming up. And you can see some of the beautiful streams in the background, and these streams are known to have sodium, so it's good for the eyes. And some known cures from some holy wells is sodium, and you'll see it in some of the eye drops that you get in the pharmacy. So there's a little fact for you. Plus, Irish poitín was made up in the hills up here, and poitín is a strong drink like vodka for people who don't know, and no better place to make it than the streams up here in the hills of Connemara, and with the spring water flowing. And yes, the police have a long road to trek up after you, so I think it was a prime place to make the old poitín. So a little fact there. So let's continue on to the site. No better place to wash your face. Some nice Mountain Dew water. To see the scenery is absolutely amazing over the 12 pins, the mountain range, the Mamturk mountain range here in Connemara and County Galway. Takes around an hour or so to get up the mountain, hike up depending on your stamina, and cold or sunny, this is such a hike. Brilliant. Now I was thinking about a visit maybe in the coming weeks to the Irish Preservation Train Museum, and they have lovely steam trains and such. So I think I'm going to bring you for an old tour of that. See what you think. Get a bit of history of the trains in Ireland. See the old steam trains, as some of you great people left in the comments, and it's only with the great comments that I can get great ideas. So thanks very much for that one. There is some geological and area information, and you can see that limestone is prevalent in this pass. And as we walk on through up to St. Patrick's bed, we'll just take a look here. If you wish to pause and read this, have a look, and you'll see that our boglands is here. It is acidic, so when I was getting my hiking boots, it suggested that you get boots according to acidic soil, and have leather ones. Have for them for the past 10 years, so great hiking boots. And here we are, we're at St. Patrick's bed. We're nearly there, nearly at the top, so let's go. Cross, as you're seeing here, is 12 stations off the cross, and you can walk around these for penance, and that's what the pilgrims do. So let's walk on up to St. Patrick's bed and the Mass Rock and have a look inside the church. So, as you'll see inside the church soon, there's beautiful stained glass which is funded by the locals and they keep the upkeep of this church called Killeen Padraig, Padraig being Irish. And here you'll see the stained glass of St. Patrick. Beautiful, magnificent light comes through when the sun is shining, and the Lord will shine on us today. And you'll also see a cross. You'll see Mass is said here. You see picture. You'll see stained glass of the Virgin Mary. You'll also see stained glass of Saint Bridget and Joseph the carpenter. And this is the Mass Rock. And now as we walk up to it, we see that there's cloths. People leave cloths of loved ones that have passed away here at some of these sites. You see there's also candles and there's items of loved ones. And Mass is said here every August and Good Friday, and people make the pilgrimage up here for penance. And coming up you'll see the effigy of Saint Patrick and his sheep as he was a shepherd, and this is his bed on the way to Croagh Patrick in County Mayo, where he's known to have slept. Legend has it in 441 AD.